Right, so I've just arrived at the location for the barn owl, and I'd just like to sort of go over the plan. I've had a nice cup of tea before I start. Sun's not come up yet, but it's a nice morning. It has been raining, so that's not a very good thing, as the barn owl doesn't like to get its feathers wet. But when it's feeding a family, it will go into the long grass, and as long as it doesn't get them soaking wet, it can dry off. Okay, so I'll just go over a few plans before I go into the hide. Now, the most important part of the hide, or go into the hide should I say, is keeping totally silent if you can. The rooting is quite overgrown. You get a bit wet as you go in, but once you get in there, you've got to stay silent and limit your movement. So it's critical that when you get in, that you've got two good viewing areas that you can see the owl from, and obviously that's where I want to film from. So, and it's touch and go. Sometimes I was here for 3 hours the other night, about 3.5 hours, and there was no sign of it whatsoever. But that's wildlife photography. It's a wild animal is going to do what it wants to do, and it's not going to accommodate to your needs. So you have to wait there. But that's all part of it. Put in 10 hours and get one picture. Put in 20 hours and get no pictures. But it only takes that one split second for it to come in and do something unusual, and you get a one-off in a lifetime picture. So that's what I do it for. Okay, so I'll give you an update when safe to do so. And one most important thing is that I don't like to be seen going into the hide by the barn owl or by anyone else. Okay, so it's quite a delicate operation to get in there and get seated and comfy without being seen. You don't want to disturb the barn owl in its habitat. Because if you do that, you're encroaching on its life. Basically, that's how I look at it. I'm going into its lifestyle, into its territory. So I do put its needs first and its welfare first before any photograph. Okay, so I'll sign off now, and I'll check in later.